The air hung heavy, thick with the stench of burnt rubber and gasoline. A dense fog rolled in, shrouding the mangled wreckage at the intersection. Two vehicles, twisted and broken, lay silent. Their metal carcasses glinted under the sickly glow of the streetlights. One driver, thrown from his vehicle, lay still on the asphalt. His eyes stared vacantly into the fog, reflecting the city's cold, indifferent lights. This was no ordinary accident. This was the beginning of a haunting. The fog seemed to swirl and churn, as if alive. A faint, mournful wail echoed through the night, swallowed by the city's din. Unseen by the gathering crowd, a wisp of something dark and shapeless rose from the body on the asphalt. It lingered for a moment, trembling, before being pulled away into the night, following the currents of the fog. The city, oblivious, went about its business, unaware of the tragedy that had unfolded and the darkness it had unleashed. An-Nam lived a simple life. His days were filled with the quiet rhythms of his work as a carpenter and the comforting routines of his evenings spent at home. His small house, nestled on a quiet lane in the bustling heart of Hanoi, was his sanctuary. It was a place of peace, filled with the scent of sandalwood and the gentle hum of Buddhist chants. He had known neither sorrow nor fear, his life a tapestry woven with the threads of contentment. He often sat on his porch as the sun dipped below the horizon, sipping jasmine tea and watching the streetlights flicker to life. The familiar sounds of children playing and neighbors exchanging greetings filled the air, a comforting symphony of city life. Little did he know that this tranquil existence was about to be shattered, replaced by a chilling fear that would seep into the very marrow of his bones. It started subtly. A book knocked off a shelf, the flickering of lights, the temperature would plummet suddenly. Then came the whispers, like rustling leaves. They grew louder, more insistent. One night he woke to an icy breath on his face. A shimmering, translucent figure hovered above him. Its eyes, filled with anguish and rage, burned into him. An-Nam was paralyzed with fear. Days turned into sleepless nights. The haunting continued relentlessly. The entity was always present, a constant, chilling reminder of the accident that had set it loose. Driven to the brink, An-Nam sought help. He consulted fortune-tellers, mediums, and even a shaman, hoping for a solution, a reprieve from the relentless haunting. But their remedies proved useless, mere whispers against the roar of the entity's torment. The whispers followed him everywhere, mocking his futile attempts to find peace. Desperate, he remembered his elderly neighbor's words, spoken in hushed tones. When all else fails, seek the abbot of Langan Pagoda. With a flicker of hope, he embarked on a pilgrimage to the pagoda, nestled amidst the bustling city. He prostrated himself before the abbot, a beacon of serenity amidst the chaos of his life. The abbot, his eyes filled with wisdom and compassion, listened patiently as An-Nam poured out his heart, recounting the harrowing details of his ordeal. The abbot listened, his face etched with concern. When An-Nam finished, he spoke, his voice a soothing balm. This spirit, it is lost and angry. It needs our help to find peace. He agreed to help, planning an elaborate ritual. For 3 days, the abbot led chants. An-Nam watched, hope battling with fear. On the final night, the climax arrived. The abbot chanted louder, his voice resonating. The air crackled with energy. The entity appeared, writhing in agony. An-Nam watched, his heart pounding. The entity dissolved into motes of light. Peace descended. The silence that followed was deafening. The whispers, the cries, the bone-chilling cold, all gone. An-Nam felt a weight lift from his chest, replaced by a profound sense of relief. He looked at the abbot, his eyes filled with gratitude. The abbot smiled, a knowing look in his eyes. The spirit is at peace now, he said, his voice calm and reassuring. It can finally move on. An-Nam returned home a changed man. The fear that had haunted him was gone, replaced by a newfound appreciation for the fragility of life and the importance of helping those in need, both in this world and beyond. He resumed his life, the peace he had once known returning, deeper and more profound. The experience had changed him, etching itself onto his soul, a constant reminder of the unseen world that exists just beyond our perception.